Hi, this is Gayatri from Logicology and thank you for the overwhelming response to PuzzleBee 2021. Now, starting today, I will be sharing the solutions for the sample puzzles that we had shared a few days back. So let's go and try out these sample puzzles for day one. Okay, so I will be sharing my screen here. Okay, so here's what we had on day one. For categories A and B, so that is grades 1 to 4, we had this sample puzzle called Modak Magic. And then for the elder categories, so category C, D, and E, which is grades 5 to 10, we had this very menacing question on mosquitoes. So let's take a look at both these puzzles today and see how exactly you could solve these, how you could think about these. And let's also take a look at the final answer so we can tally whether your answers were correct or not. So let's first begin with Modak Magic. So a lot of devotees had gathered at a temple on the day of Ganesh Chaturthi. They were standing in a queue to get the prasad. A lady came and gave the boxes containing following flavors of modak to the priest. Now what were the flavors? Chocolate, pista, mango, gulkan and orange. The priest took boxes one at a time. Okay, so he stacked them as shown here. Okay, so your chocolate box was at the bottom, then you had pista, mango, gulkan and finally orange. Now each of these boxes contained 11 modaks. Okay, that's what has been mentioned here, and the priest gave one modak to everyone. Now we need to find out which flavor of modak did the person number 20 and person number 25 get. Okay. Now, honestly, this is a question where all you need to do is counting. But then it's not a very straightforward question, especially for grades 1 to 4. So there's this story weaved around it. But if you really understand what has been asked here, it's very simple. All you have to do is count. Okay, there are 11 boxes. No, sorry, there are 11 modaks in each of these 5 boxes. And now we need to find out what flavor would person number 20 and then person number 25. What would these two people get? Okay, so how do we think about this? So let's try something. So how do we go about solving this? So let me just quickly share a whiteboard of sorts here. Just give me a moment. Yeah. Okay. So I've removed Mosquito Menace for the time being. And let's now see what has happened here. Now, what would the priest do? Now think about it logically. If you are given 5 boxes and if you are not very fussy about it, okay, कि मुझे यही वाला मोदक चाहिए या वही वाला मोदक चाहिए, okay, so priest does not have enough time to think about which flavor is some XYZ person going to like. Okay, so what would the priest do? Take the first box, give those 11 modaks to the first 11 people. Okay, so what does that mean? Person number 1 to person number 11 in this queue would get the modaks from the topmost box, which is orange. Now, the next 11 people, they would get the modak from the second box, which is the Gulkan box. Now, can you find out which 11 people are these? Now, the elder participants within this, age group, okay, so A and B. So I'm guessing the elder participants here would be knowing the tables of 11, but do not worry even if you are not very well accustomed with tables just yet. Okay, so what you can do here is you can still solve this just by counting. So count from 12 and you have to count 11 people starting from person number 12. Okay, so 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, that's how I just counted 11 people right now. Okay, so person number 12 to person number 22 would get Gulkan flavor modaks. Okay, so in case someone did not understand how did we arrive at these numbers, it's very simple. Let me do one thing. I will use these 5 colors. Okay, now you have 11 modaks in this orange box. Who will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. The next 11 people are going to get from this pink box. Okay, so let me use pink color now. Now, which are the next 11 people? We have already counted till person number 11. So let's start from 12 now. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. Okay. Then once these 22 people have had their share of modak, what would the priest do? He would now go and open the yellow box. Okay. So you have those mango flavored modaks next. So who will get these? So starting from person number 23, the next 11 people. Okay. So 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, and 33. Okay. So these are the 11 people. Person number 23 to person number 33. Okay. These are the 11 people who would get mango flavored modaks. Okay. So now we can keep counting this way. Okay. And in fact, so for those who do not know the table of 11, if you can spot some pattern here, see, first 11 people got orange modaks. Okay. Then the next 11. So till which number? Till 22. Then again the next 11 people. So we reached 33. So similarly, till 44, they will get the next flavor. Then 55. Now if you have like an endless supply of modaks, so this will keep increasing by 11 every time. This is with the assumption that you have 11 modaks in every box. Now I can make a different question. If there are just say 7 modaks in every box, okay? So I can make 100 such questions by just changing some numbers here and there. But what is more important is how well do you interpret this question, okay? So whatever has been given to you, how do you understand what is given and then how do you apply that, okay? How do you know what is required to be counted, okay? So if I had asked table of 11, it was very easy. But what I did, I gave this Modak story around it. All right. So in PuzzleBee, you will be seeing a lot of such questions. Okay. So from that story, you will need to figure out what do you have to think. Okay. So that is something, we want all of you to develop this skill. So whatever information has been given to you, how do you exactly interpret it and then go about solving it? Okay. So keep watching these videos for the next 9 days of sample puzzles also. So that would give you some idea and that will probably help you prepare better for the subsequent rounds as well. Okay. So now coming back to the, answer here. Okay. We've still not answered this puzzle. So the question was, which flavor will the 20th and the 25th person in the row get? So now let's see what was there for 20. 20 is there in pink, which means this was Gulkand flavor modak. Okay. So person number 20 got Gulkand flavor. And what about person number 25? Let's check. So person number 25 was in yellow color. Yellow was what? That was mango. Okay. So person number 25 got mango. Okay. Now I have one more follow-up question for all of you. You can just try solving it for yourself. Find out which flavor would person number 37 get. Okay. So the question for all of you now is, which flavor of modak would person number 37 get? Okay. All right. So now with that, I'll move on to the sample puzzle for the senior categories. Okay. So over to the Mosquito Menace now. All right. So I hope all the younger kids here have understood what exactly was required in Modak Magic. And I hope most of you have gotten the answer correct. Even if you did not, do not worry. We want you to develop this capability of understanding and then solving. Okay. Chalo, so let's now move to the next puzzle, which is Mosquito Menace. So I will clear these drawings. And now I'm going to make another whiteboard here on the left side. And then we'll discuss what has been given here in Mosquito Menace. Okay, now this was a slightly tricky one. Okay, now almost certainly, at least in round 1 and 2, you may not have a lot of very tricky questions. Okay, but then we want you to get used to such kinds of questions and think on your own. Okay, so do not take any help from your parents in solving these puzzles. Okay, your parents are definitely smart enough to solve these. Okay, but it's not for them, it's for you. So please, try to solve all of these questions by yourself. Even if you do not solve some of these, okay, that's the learning for you. Okay, so let's begin this. What was the story here? Raga was getting irritated by mosquitoes around him. He decided to kill them, but in an interesting pattern. Okay, so essentially this is a pattern question. Okay, let's see what is given next. He would let go 2 mosquitoes and then kill the third one. So apparently what was happening here was he tried to be non-violent for a bit, but then his patience would run out every time, the third mosquito came in. Okay, so first 2 he would let go. Okay, but then by the time another mosquito came in, he would then kill that mosquito. Okay, he repeated this process until there were only 2 mosquitoes remaining. Okay, there were 11 mosquitoes initially and they would all come serially. Okay, so mosquito number 1, then 2, then 3, 4, so on till mosquito number 10 and then 11. And what would happen after mosquito number 11 has come? Again 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so whoever are alive, they would keep coming again and again. Okay, so let me just write these numbers from 1 to 11 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay, so what has been given to us so far? That there are these 11 mosquitoes and who are very disciplined, by the way, because they keep coming in a specific order. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. After 11, again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and so on. But when I counted it right now, I have not accounted for those mosquitoes which would be killed by Raghav. Okay, so let's find out which mosquitoes would he kill. Okay, and then we have to find out which 2 mosquitoes would remain in the end. Okay, so first time mosquito number 1 would come. Raghav would let mosquito number 1 go. Same with mosquito number 2. But when mosquito number 3 comes, he would get very irritated and he would kill mosquito number 3. So let's put a red cross around it. Okay, then again mosquito number 4 comes. Raghav is okay. Mosquito number 5 comes in. Again Raghav is cool. Mosquito number 6 gets killed. Okay, so this process will keep repeating. Okay, so the interesting pattern here actually is you let 2 of them go and then you kill the third one. Okay, so what would happen after 6? Again 7 and 8 are let go of. Okay, and then 9 is killed. Then 10 and 11 are safe. Okay, now who would get killed? There is no number 12, right? We do not have any 12. So if 12 does not exist, what is happening? So this is what has been mentioned here, right? After number 11, who comes? Again, it's 1, 2, and so on. Okay. So after this, it's actually, mosquito number 1 again. So let me just write it again. I will use black color again. So 1, 2. Now 3 is already dead. So 3 cannot come back. Okay. So 4, 5. Then 6 is dead. So 6 cannot come. 7, 8, 9 is dead. And then you are left with 10 and 11. Okay. Now what had happened in the first iteration? You had killed 3, 6, 9. Then 10, 11 were safe. So whosoever came in next would be killed. So who was that next? That was 1. So you would kill 1. Then again 2 is safe. 4 is safe. 5 will get killed. 7 is safe, 8 is safe, 10 will get killed. Now 11 again is safe. So 11 is somehow, lucky so far. Now in fact, even 2, 4, 7, 8, they are lucky. Okay, now let's find out what happens after this. Who would be coming next? After 11, now 1 is dead, so 1 cannot come, but 2 is there. Okay, I'm sorry, I need to use black again. Yeah, so 2 is safe, 4 is safe, 7, 8, and 11. Okay. Now, who was safe? 11 was safe. The next one again is going to be safe. Okay, because Raghav lets go 2 mosquitoes and then kills the third one. So who would get killed? It's this mosquito number 4. Then 7 is safe, 8 is safe. 11 is the one who would finally get killed. Okay, so 11 finally ran out of his or her luck. Okay, now you are left with 2, 7 and 8. Okay, those are the only 3 surviving mosquitoes and you have 2 safe seats. Okay, so let's find out who's the unlucky one here who would get killed. So 11 has already gotten killed. So what would happen after that? You have 2, 7 and 8. So 2 is safe, 7 is safe, 8 is the one who will get killed. So our final answer here was, which 2 mosquitoes survive? It's number 2 and number 7. Okay, these are the 2 which get saved. Okay, now again I have a follow-up question for all of you here. What if he wanted to kill all the mosquitoes? Okay, so how many times would mosquitoes have to come nearby so that eventually they all get killed? Okay, so any mosquito coming once will get counted as one entry. So my question here is, how many total entries would be required for all 11 mosquitoes to get killed? Okay, so maybe, after 2 and 7 being the only surviving ones, so 2 is safe, 7 is safe, then 2 will come again and 2 will get killed. 7 is safe, but 7 will keep coming again and again. So maybe in the third trip, 7 will also get killed. Okay, so we are not stopping at 2 mosquitoes. Okay, so what happens if all 11 are to be killed? How many entries would they be making near Raghav? Okay, that is my follow-up question for all of you. So you can send your answers here in the YouTube chat. Okay, so just drop a comment here and we'll let you know if your answer is correct or not. All right, so that's it from day 1 sample puzzles. We'll see you again for the day 2 sample puzzle solutions tomorrow. See you. Bye-bye.